Hello everyone, I'm Kate. I'm an English teacher on Verbling. And today's class is for beginner students. What we'll be doing is going over how we form questions in English. So different types of questions that we use, how we change the word order and things like that. And then we'll be doing a speaking activity to practice asking and answering questions. It'll be kind of like a game. So welcome to the students who are here already. Hi, Anastasia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm fine, thanks for asking.
Good. Have you had a good week?
Well, I guess not so bad.
Not too
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, not
Okay.
too bad. That's
Good.
right.
What's that?
What?
What did you say just now?
I mean, I just repeat, yeah,
Ah,
it's
okay.
not bad. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad. And hi, Ali.
Hi, Kate.
How's it
Uh,
going?
Hi, Anastasia.
Hi, Ali.
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Good, thanks. Have you two had a lot of classes together?
Yes, before.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you know each other well?
Yeah,
Mm,
because I wasn't on Verbing about like 4 months, I guess maybe three or
Uh-huh.
4 months
It
was
is
the
it been
summertime.
4 months? Wow.
I guess like 3 or 4 months. I'm
Really?
not sure.
So you
Yeah,
were
cause
using it and then you stopped and then you
yeah,
started?
cause
Okay.
yeah, cause I work in some a lot of work, and now I mean I have time to join classes, and I'm back to Verbling. So yeah,
Good. I'm glad you're back. And so, but you, so, okay, so you had met Ali before when you were on
yeah,
Verbling before. Okay,
I'm
cool.
here
Mm,
just like more than 1.5 year on Verbling.
Wow. Okay. So a long time.
Mhm.
You've been here longer than I have.
Yeah.
Both of you, in fact.
You are a kind of new.
Yeah, I'm not,
You
yeah, I guess that's
So
true.
yeah, you're a newbie.
Compared to you guys, yes, I am. I think I only have like 5 months
For
now. 4 or 5 months,
5 months.
yeah. 4.5 maybe.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I can't believe it's been that long.
And time flies.
Time flies. Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big
And
first.
hi, Aya.
Hi, teacher. Hi, everyone.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Good. Good, thanks. We were just talking about how long we've all been on Verbling. How long have you been on Verbling, Aya?
I'm about 3 days.
Oh, really? Oh, so this is your first week.
Yeah, my first week.
Okay, and so,
Actually, my husband, uh, I'm with my husband's account. I'm
okay.
trying. Yes, I'm new one.
Okay, okay. And so your husband uses Verbling.
Yes.
What about
Okay.
your husband? How long have has he been using Verbling?
About 1 month, I think.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And does he take beginner classes, intermediate classes?
He take Spanish classes.
Oh, he's taking Spanish. Okay, very
Yeah.
interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
And are you taking Spanish as well, or just English?
No, English.
Just English. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So you have a very multilingual household.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. And hello, Mark.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
Fine, you?
Good, thanks. Mark, how long have you been part of Verbling?
I think 6 months. I don't know,
6 months. Okay. All
or
right, good.
7 or 4.
So a
Yeah.
while though. You're used to it by now. Okay, good. And hello, Fidel.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty well. And yourself?
I'm pretty good too.
Good. Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Can you hear me, Fidel?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I can hear you.
where are you from?
I'm from Nicaragua.
Oh, very interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
And how long have you been on Verbling?
A couple of weeks, I think so.
A couple of weeks. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're newer. So we were just talking about how long everyone has been here. Anastasia and Ali, tell them how long you've been part of Verbling.
Okay, now I'm just counting, and I'm just counting that 1 year and seven or 8 months.
Wow, it's impressive.
Verbling. Yeah.
That's
So-
crazy.
Yeah, that's right.
Good. Okay, and Ali, do you know exactly how many it is or how long it is?
Yes, 297 days.
So almost a year.
Yeah, 10 months almost.
10 months. Okay, very nice. Good. Okay, so welcome to all of you. Oh, we just have another student joining. All right, so Renata, are you there? Hi, Renata, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. And where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
From Brazil. Very cool.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
and how long have you been using Verbling?
Oh, I think I have been here since last 3 months.
For 3 months. Okay. Very cool. Good. Okay, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Okay, so for those of you who I haven't met before, welcome. I'm Kate. I'm an English teacher from the United States. It's very nice to have all of you here. Today's class is the idea is it's targeted to beginner learners. And what we'll be working on today is forming questions. So we'll look at the grammar structure of how we form both positive and negative questions in English, a few different ways. And then we will practice asking and answering questions with a classic game, which we'll get to in a minute. Okay, so just to give you an idea of the structure of the class, I'll share a PowerPoint with you. We'll go over some grammar. That also includes a few exercises to practice forming questions. And then we'll save as much time as possible for the activity, because I feel like that's the fun part of class. Okay, so any questions before we get started on questions? Okay, so there are two types of questions we'll be talking about today. Can everyone see this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so there are two sort of categories of questions we're going to talk about today. And I refer to them here as Group A and Group B. Group A is for questions that contain auxiliary verbs, so helping verbs. Does anyone know what an example of an auxiliary verb could be?
Is, are, the verb to be.
The verb to be, Good.
Do, does,
Verb do.
Okay.
did,
And then what about verbs like can or have?
modal verbs.
Yes. Okay, so we'll look at the common ones. So as you said, am, is, are, was, were, all of the verbs from to be. And these are used in progressive or continuous tenses, right? So like I am going to work. Things like that. I am teaching English right now. Has, have, had. So things like the present perfect tense. I have been to Spain, but I have never been to China. And then, as you said, Anastasia, these modal verbs, right? So verbs like can, could, might, may, etc. Okay? And we group all of these together because when we form questions with them, we do the same thing. Okay, so this is how you form a question when there's an auxiliary verb like this. It's pretty simple, actually. All you have to do is reverse the order of the subject and the auxiliary verb, or helping verb. Okay, questions so far? Let's look at some examples. Can someone read this page?
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So,
Ladies first.
okay. She's going to India. Is she going to India? He can speak Hindi. Can he speak Hindi? You were born in China. Were you born in China? They've all said yes. Have they all said yes?
Good. And also very good intonation on your questions. Very good. Have you practiced that before?
Oh, no.
Okay, you do it very well. It sounds natural. So yeah, it's something, you know, that some people have trouble with. You do it naturally very well. So making a sentence sound like a question with the tone of your voice. So very nice. Very good. Okay, so again, how does this first sentence change to a question? Well, we take the helping verb, right, the is from she's, oops. So this apostrophe S is short for is, and we move it to the front, right, in front of the subject. And then the rest of the sentence stays the same. Okay, questions?
No.
Good, so let's practice them. So who can make a question out of the first sentence? Mr. Chen had arrived in Toronto. How could we turn this into a question?
Had Mr. Chen arrived in Toronto?
Perfect, good. Oops. Very good. The next one.
Can I answer, teacher?
Yep.
Is he smelling at the teacher?
Good. So the affirmative. He's smiling at the teacher. She took the apostrophe S and moved it to the front. Perfect.
Yeah.
Is he smiling at the teacher?
Ah, smiling. Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't see, but I've heard smelling. Is he
Yeah.
smelling at the teacher? That's really weird.
Kind of a strange example, right?
Yeah, it's kind of very strange. That's right.
Yeah, smiling, not smiling.
Well, I'm
Good. Okay, what about the next one? We've all been here before.
Have you? Oh, sorry.
No, please. Have we all been here before?
Yeah, good. Have we all, or have you all been here before? Very good. And the last one, you could buy me a coffee.
Could I?
Well, if you change it to I, you have to make a few different changes.
I'm asking you. Could I answer to the question?
Oh yes, of course, of course.
Could you buy me a coffee?
Good. Okay, very good, perfect. Okay, so it looks like there are no problems there. Are there any questions?
No.
Okay, you're like, I'm bored, let's move on. Okay, so perfect. No problems there. All right, so group B. So I refer to these as group A for what kind of verb? Auxiliary verbs, right?
Oh.
Yes, good. And group B, we're calling basic verbs, so main verbs. Essentially, all of the other verbs that are not in group A. Okay? So making a question with this type of verb is a little bit different. Because we have to add these particles, right? We have to add do, does, or did. And then we have to reverse the order of the subject and the auxiliary verb, and then use the main verb in its base form, or infinitive form. Okay? And this sounds more complicated than it is. The person who just asked that in the chat, Abd, you're not visible to me, unfortunately. Okay. All right, so this looks more complicated than it actually is, as you all know, right? So let's give an example. Let's see. Does he like chocolate? We'll use that as an example. Does he like chocolate? Right? Okay, so what would be the affirmative sentence that this question comes from?
She likes chocolate.
Perfect. He likes chocolate, right? Okay, good. What's the difference between do, does, and did?
Okay, does used with he, she, it.
Good.
And did is a past.
Is the past, right?
Yeah.
And do we have to make a change with that auxiliary or with that particle if we have the third person?
No, it
Nope.
will be the same. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, so did for all persons in the past. Very good. Okay, so some more examples. Let's see. Mark, can you read these examples?
Okay. Examples. What? We found another tutor. Did we find another tutor? Peter and Anna like cooking. Do Peter and Anna like cooking? Rania lives in Dundas. Does Rania live in Dundas? You forgot to pay the rent. Did you forget to pay the rent?
Good. Did you forget to pay the rent?
Good.
Yeah. Good. And also very good intonation with you too. Very nice. Thank you.
very much.
Okay, so again, looking at these, what we're doing is adding did, does, or do to the front, right? And then we have the subject and the verb in the infinitive. So notice that here in the affirmative sentence we have found, right? This is what tense?
Irregular verb.
Found, yeah. So this is the simple past, right? In the affirmative or just normal sentence. And here in the question we have find. So why aren't we using the past here? Why are we just using the infinitive?
Because did take the past.
Yeah. So we already have did to indicate that it's the past, right? As a helping verb. So here so for the verb found, we just change it to the infinitive, right? Just to the infinitive. Okay? The same thing here with forgot. Here, what tense is forgot in?
Past.
Past, simple past.
Yep, and it changes to
To forget.
the infinitive. Yeah, good. And then another thing to note, this can be problematic for some students. If we have a statement with the third person, a verb in the third person in the present, when we change it to a question, we use does, right? We know that. And we do not add an S to the main verb because we already have an S on does. So we do not add that S to live as well.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher,
Yes.
I have one question for you.
Okay.
What is the difference do, does, and is? Example, is Rania live in Dundas? Or
Okay.
does Rania live in Dundas? I don't know the difference. Does
Okay. All right, good question. So if you have a verb in the simple present, so like Rania lives in Dundas, right? This is the present simple, lives, okay? If you have a verb like that and you want to ask a question, you have to use does. It's incorrect to say, is Rania live in Dundas? That is incorrect. Okay? So then the question becomes, when do we use is in questions? One way you can use it is with the present continuous. You could say, Rania is living in Dundas right now. How would you make this sentence into a question? Does anyone know?
Yes.
Is
Is Rania living in Dundas?
Yeah.
why
Okay.
does? Why not does?
Excuse me?
When you do the question with the verb to be, you answer in the verb to be too.
Yes. So, I'm sorry, I don't understand your question.
Example: when you use the verb to be in the affirmation, you answer with verb to be too.
You mean, okay, yes. Okay, so if you have the question, okay, so if you have the sentence and you have the verb to be, like when you have the verb to be plus a continuous, then yes, to create a question, you just move the verb to be to the front, right? Because this is one of those auxiliary verbs that we were talking about before, right? So this is, so to make these questions, right? Is she's going to India? Is she going to India? Right? So the verb to be falls into this category. It's an auxiliary verb. So all we do is change the order of the subject and the verb. Does that make sense? Or is it still confusing?
I'm fine. I'm okay.
Okay, let me know if you have more questions. Okay. Oops. Okay, so let's just practice making these questions. So turning these affirmative sentences into questions.
I'm sorry, I got
Yes.
a question.
Yeah.
Following the statement that my colleague said before, I heard some movies, or I don't know, some movies or that kind of stuff. For example, with someone are explaining something, with their colleagues or something like that. They ask something like that. Am I right? So in that example, why they don't use do I are right or
Okay.
something like that?
Good question. Okay, so
Because you said before that we have to use the present simple when we're using the present continuous, right? We can use the is or are in a questions when we are using the present continuous. But in that example,
no. Sorry,
no?
that was confusing. So the issue here is when we have the verb to be that's used with another tense, so as part of a progressive tense,
Yeah.
then we just switch the order of the. So what was your example? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the exact example.
So let me show you what happens there. So
Yeah.
the sentence that comes from is I am right. Okay? And so here we don't have an auxiliary verb, but we just have the verb to be in the present tense. Okay? And here this turns into am I right?
Yeah.
Okay? And so if you said do am I right, it doesn't, for the verb to be in the present tense, we form it like this. Okay, so verbs, auxiliary verbs, and just the verb to be in the present tense.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, and also it sounds better.
Yeah.
So that's what that's where you know that it's correct.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, okay, good. And so, but yeah, that's a good question. So I guess this could be amended or changed to say these auxiliary verbs plus the verb to be in the present tense? Okay, so
All right.
that's my fault, but that's a very good question.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay.
No problem.
All right, so let's practice turning these into questions, and then if there are no problems, we'll start our question speaking activity. So, she plays tennis often.
Can I answer?
Uh-huh.
Does she play tennis often?
Yes, and this is in the way, sorry. Okay. Does she play tennis often? Perfect. Notice that. Why did you use does?
Because it's the third
Third
because
person.
of the she. Yeah, the third
Good.
person.
And why didn't you put an S after play?
We have to omit it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we already have it here, right? In does.
It does, yes.
That's how I like to think of it. Okay, perfect.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I was taught that often should be stay between subject and between subject and verb. For example, she often plays tennis, and in the question it should be like this: does she often play tennis?
Yeah, it sounds better, right? But here I put it at the end. In certain cases, often can go at the end of the sentence. But I would say to be safe, yes, it should go between the subject and the verb. Here it sounds okay. But in a lot of cases, it sounds strange at the end of the sentence. Here I put it at the end of the sentence to make the question formation easier. Do you see what I mean? But you're absolutely right. You could say she often plays tennis. And then the question would be, does she often play tennis? Does she often play tennis?
Mm-hmm.
Well, absolutely. That's a more correct placement of the adverb, yes.
For example, if we say she plays tennis very often, it's
Yes.
end of
Then, yes. So here, if you have a modifier of often,
Yeah.
then it has to be at the end of the sentence, right? But you're correct that when we have often alone, we tend to put it between the subject and the verb.
Yeah, I know that, but I know, for example, in present perfect, in British English, they usually put already, for example, in this example, she has already eaten her breakfast. But in American English, I've heard she has eaten her breakfast already at the end, and I thought maybe it's something connected with American or British variant.
As far as I know, I don't think in this case it's connected to that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
But what you said, the present perfect, of course, is, but that's a whole different topic of conversation. So for another class. Okay. Very good. So let's see. How can we make a question out of the next sentence?
Do they love to go for walks on the Bruce Trail?
Good. Okay, and this is kind of a bizarre question, right? Usually we don't ask, do you love to go for walks? What would we say instead? Instead of love, we would probably use not quite as strong of a verb.
Like, right?
Like.
Yeah, but absolutely, this is the correct question here. Okay, good. You wanted to be rich.
Want you to be rich?
Did you?
Did you want
Oh, yes.
Did you
Okay.
want?
Right, so we can't do that here. We have to add did. So did
Did you?
Want.
when you was the past, you
Want.
you can't put the verb in the past because did is the past already.
Yes, good, excellent. Perfect, okay. What about the next one? Teachers empower their students.
Do teachers empower their students? What does mean empower?
Empower means
What empower means?
Make strong.
make stronger. Yes, exactly,
Oh,
Ellie.
okay.
What is strong?
Strong is when you have, so a man who does a lot of exercise and can carry a lot of weight, he is strong.
Girls
Fat,
can be
strong.
strong
Is it
too.
about physical or
No,
mental?
but and also strength means when you have the ability to handle a lot of situations. You could have mental strength also. Who asked that question?
Did he spend lots of money?
Okay, sorry. I just want to go back to the empower first. So to empower means to make strong or to give someone resources. So to give someone the resources that they need to learn or to do something.
It's not only physical power.
No. It's actually, in fact, with empower, it's usually with mental abilities, right? It's usually not physical. So here, obviously, we're not talking about teachers making students physically strong, right? We're talking about teachers helping students to learn.
Okay. Teacher, we can't see the word link change. Can you use global chat?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
There is
Teacher,
a problem in last
Okay.
days.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'll use the Google Chat. Yes. Other questions?
in United States, they do they use this do or not to do questions?
Yes, they use this.
Um,
This is
but
universal.
it's very fast, yes. Speaking
Yeah.
very
We
fast.
tend to speak quickly, right? So, for instance, if this sentence, do you want to be rich? If I'm asking this to someone, I would say, do you want to be rich?
Oh my God.
It sounds
Or
like
when
that.
to
Do you want
be
to,
rich.
right? Do you want to be rich? Do you want to be rich? That's
Wow.
what it sounds like, to be honest.
Wow.
No.
No, I don't wanna.
I don't want to.
I don't wanna.
Good. Perfect. Okay, but very good question. Yes, we do tend to speak quickly, and if you recognize how we're abbreviating these words, it can help a lot with comprehension of native speakers. Okay. And the last question, someone had answered this. How would we make he spent a lot of money into a question?
Did he spend
Does
a lot
he?
of money?
Bang.
Is this right?
Spend the
And yes, good. Did he spend a lot of money? Good.
A lot of money.
Okay. All right. Any questions? Okay, so let's have some fun with this. Thank you for your patience getting through all of that stuff. So our activity is a classic game in English. It's called 20 Questions. Has anyone played this before?
No.
Yep.
Yes?
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
No, yes, no, yes.
okay, so Anastasia,
Yes, entonces, no.
Okay.
No.
For example, one person choose one category, and from this category he should choose one thing. And we should ask this person 20 questions, one by one. Only general question, yes or no question. And then after 20, when it's 20 questions, we should decide what it was, for example. I don't know, for example, the categories may be food, and someone's choose, I don't know, banana, and we ask, what color, okay, is it green? No, the next person asks this question, and after that we make our conclusion. what it might be.
Okay, cool. And Anastasia, in that example with banana, if that was the word, could I ask the question, what color is it?
No. We can ask on the general question.
What do you mean, general questions?
Yes or no question.
Good, yeah. So the questions you can ask have to be answered.
Yes or no.
Yes or no questions.
And sometimes maybe.
Right, yeah, good. And so, Anastasia, I think you had a nicer teacher before because I'm not giving you a category. So everything else you said, perfect. But in today's game, we're not going to have categories. So whoever is thinking of this thing, person, object, animal, whatever, it can be anything, pretty much. And so our job is to figure out exactly what it is, and we have no clues. We don't have any hints. So we'll make it a little bit more difficult. Okay? Okay, but an excellent explanation. I don't know what to add to Anastasia's explanation. Do the rest of you who have not played this understand the game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
more S's.
What's that?
No, more
more
S's.
yeses. More yeses.
Yeah, more,
Okay, good.
more S's. That's
So
right.
let's see. Since okay, so I'll think of the first object to give you an idea. And Ali and Anastasia, since you've played before, why don't you two start off with the questions? So to give the other students an example of, what kind of questions are helpful to ask. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm thinking of something, and
okay. Is it alive?
yes.
Is it a human?
No. Okay, and so class, do you see these? It's these yes or no questions that we're asking. So,
Is it an animal?
yes.
I think it's obvious. Don't waste.
Yeah.
Please.
You should not waste the question.
Sorry, is an animal?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Is fat?
Is it fat?
No, fat.
Pet. He asked pet.
Pet.
Elephant.
I thought you said, is it fat?
I also thought the first one.
No, it's not a pet. It's not a pet.
Okay.
Fat. It's not one
He was
elephant.
saying fat. No, it's not fat either.
Okay.
Is it fast?
No.
Okay. Is it a wild cat?
No.
Is it a turtle?
No.
He eats vegetable.
I can't answer that because it wasn't a correct question.
Yeah.
How can you rephrase the question?
Is it a small?
Wait. So, Mark, your question was he eats vegetables, right? But here, we need to use do or does.
Do eat vegetable?
It's third person, so instead of do, we use
Does the vegetable?
does he eat
Vegetable?
vegetables? And the answer is I don't know.
Okay.
Does he live in a forest?
Yeah. Yes, kind of. Okay, yes, he does eat vegetables. He eats vegetables, yes. And he lives in the wild, we'll say.
Is it a turtle?
No.
Can he swim?
Can he swim? No.
Is it brown?
No. Okay, you're at 10
He's
questions. You have 10 more. What's the next one?
Sing? Did he sing?
Does he sing?
Does
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Is it gray?
No?
Does he make a noise?
Yes.
I mean, I would imagine that he makes noise, yes.
Every animal makes some noises.
Yeah,
you know?
but it's nothing, it's no like special noise that you would recognize.
Does King fly?
Can he fly?
Flight, the animal does
So,
can flight?
okay, so is this a correct question? Does Ken fly?
Yes. Does King fly?
No. It should be, can he fly? Or does he fly?
It's because the can is the auxiliary.
Yes. Yes, good. Okay.
Uh,
Excellent. So can he fly or does he fly? No, he cannot.
Is he
Okay.
soft?
Is he soft? No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, 14.
Does he have paws?
Yes.
What did you say, please?
Pause.
Paws. Paws are that, like,
The
hand.
animals think palm. Animals' palms.
Okay.
If we can say it this way.
Is he a tiger?
No.
It's not a wild animal. It's not a wild cat, guys. I asked this question before. So be careful what each other ask, like, you know? Do not
That's
repeat
true.
the same question.
That's a good point, Anastasia. So make sure you're listening to your classmates' questions so you don't ask unnecessary ones. Good point.
Hello.
Yes?
Okay, my cell phone call me. Call
Oh.
me.
Okay.
No, it's no witch. The animal.
What's that?
Pays hand of animal. Mm,
Alligator.
Hmm?
Alligator.
Is it an alligator? No.
Is it green?
No.
Hmm.
Do you want a clue?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's this animal is the same color as a newspaper.
Zebra.
Yes. Okay. Very good, Anastasia. Okay, so you can think of the next thing or person or animal.
I have a question. Do you pronounce zebra or zebra?
I say zebra, but I think in British English, I think they say zebra,
Yeah.
but Americans say zebra.
Okay.
Okay. Let us know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Is it an animal?
No.
Is it a person?
No.
Is it a thing?
Yes.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
A thing.
Think.
Thing.
Thing. Like
Oh,
an
okay,
object.
okay, sorry.
It's okay.
We found it in all houses.
What was that question?
We can find it in all the houses.
Almost. Remember, if we have we can, you have to change the order of can.
Can we find it in all houses?
Can we find it in our houses?
Yes. Usually yes.
Okay.
Good.
Can we find it in a kitchen?
No.
Okay.
Is it removable?
Well, and yes and no.
You
Is
must
it big?
you must answer yes or no.
What was the question? Is it removable?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you can remove
she-
anything, you know? You can remove anything
Well, what is the
you
one?
want.
What's that?
What is the before animal? The last animal? My connection.
It was a zebra.
Ah, the zebra.
Yeah.
Ah, oh my God.
Okay. And let's see. Aya, can you fill Mark in on what we know so far about Anastasia's thing?
It's a thing. We can find it in almost houses.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, but not in the kitchen, right?
Not in the kitchen, yes.
Teacher.
Is it heavy?
I have asked her if it's removable or not. She answers yes and no.
But, you know, anything you can take and, you know, and anything you can move.
It's true. Okay.
So I guess I would answer to this question yes.
Okay.
Anastasia, is it heavy?
Good question.
Yes. I would say it's heavy.
Is it big or heavy? I don't know. Is it big?
Is it big? Well, compared to what?
The size of this object?
Well, I would call it big. Well, it's not small. Yeah, it's big.
We'll say, is it bigger than a computer?
No.
Okay.
Does it look like on a computer, teacher?
What's that?
It's like on a computer?
I asked if the size, if it was bigger than a computer, and she said no.
But it's a thing. It's
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Is it hangs on the wall?
No.
What was that question?
Is it hangs on walls?
Does it hang on the wall?
You need it needs an energy to turn it, to turn on.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we can ask that question.
What?
Does it use electricity, Mark? Does it use, so the question we asked there is, does it use electricity?
Okay.
Does it
She said yes.
electricity?
Okay.
Good.
Is it a TV?
No.
Cell phone?
No.
Hey, keep calm.
Keep calm. Don't use all the questions.
It's 9, just 90 thing, 90.
Yeah, you only have 9 questions left.
Yes.
Okay, so what do we know so far? We know it's something that uses electricity. It hangs on the wall. Did you say yes or no to that?
No.
No, it does not hang on the wall. It uses electricity. It's smaller than a computer. And we do not find this in the kitchen.
I didn't say it's smaller than a computer. You say, is it bigger than a computer? And I say, no.
Okay.
It's
So in this context, it's not bigger than a computer.
Is it the computer itself?
What? What was the question?
She said, repeat it.
Is it a computer?
Yes.
Give me 5, teacher.
Good.
Yeah. Good answer.
Very good, Aya.
Good guess. Yeah, and when he said when it's bigger than a computer, and I was like, oh, no.
That's funny. Okay. Good. All right, so Aya, why don't you think of our next object or thing or person or animal?
Okay.
Okay.
It's a computer, teacher.
What's that?
I'm thinking still. It's a computer.
A
The last
computer?
thing.
Ah, okay. Yes, you were thinking that too.
But you saw it's not a computer before.
No, it was about the size.
Ah, it's a computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The other thing now. Who will say this thing?
So Aya is thinking of, she thought of the next thing, and you're
I'm
ready. Okay. So we
Okay.
can ask her questions.
Is it alive?
What?
Is it alive?
I didn't understand.
Okay, is it alive?
Is it alive? Is it
Ah,
living?
alive? No.
Is it an object?
Yes.
Can you find it in your house? I mean, in general, in houses. That's okay.
It was a yes, right?
Yes.
Yes to yes. Does it need electricity? Electricity?
Electricity?
Yes or no? What is the question? Answer to this question. Yes or no?
No, no.
No. Okay.
Okay.
No.
So it does not need electricity.
Is it to clear the house? Clear the one thing in the house
To clean?
To clean?
to clean?
No.
So it's not used to clean the house. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can we find it in a room?
Yeah.
A room.
Do you mean in like the bedroom? Or in just any room?
It's not a question. And
What?
yes.
Okay.
A bedroom.
No, I was asking Renata if by room she meant
In
bedroom.
general. In general,
Okay.
in bedroom.
Okay. All right.
Can you see you this object?
Can the subject see me?
See you in the object.
This object doesn't have eyes.
Yes.
Wait, Mark,
No.
what do you mean? Do you mean can you see?
Not alive.
No, explain what you mean. Can you see? Do you mean like a mirror? Can you see yourself?
Reflection.
Ah, okay. So can you see yourself in this object?
Okay, no.
No. Okay. Good.
Teacher, this object is in the bathroom. Yes?
Correct.
Hey, I
No,
go to
no,
bathroom.
not the bathroom. The bedroom.
Bedroom. Bedroom.
What is bedroom?
The bedroom is where you sleep.
Okay. Can you sleep
Ah.
on it?
What?
Okay.
Can you sleep on it?
No.
On the thing. Okay.
We can't speak on it.
Sleep.
Oh, sleep.
Sleep on it. No, no.
Okay.
You is to have your clothes.
What?
You put your clothes. Clothes.
Remember, you
Close.
need do or does.
Close.
Yes.
Clothes.
Does you do you
Yes, clothes.
put your clothes?
Good.
Clothes.
Do you put your
Is
clothes on it?
yes.
Is it a wardrobe?
No,
Wardrobe.
teacher. We don't put our clothes in it. It's a clothes.
Ah,
But
okay.
you say yes.
Because Mark did mention clothes. I said yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So, I don't understand. Do we put clothes on it or no? Yes or no?
No.
I think she's saying that the answer was clothes, right? Clothing?
Something.
It's a type of clothing.
Yes.
Ah, okay, all right.
So,
Hmm.
okay.
Did you understand me?
Yes.
I said
No, we understood.
a piece of clothes.
Yeah, it's a type of clothing. So, for instance, is it something that both men and women wear?
You got it, teacher. Yes.
Okay.
Your bedroom is in playground, yes?
Oh, pajamas.
What?
Pajamas?
Gianna's?
Pajamas.
Pajamas? No.
It's an object. It's not a clothes.
But it's a type of clothes.
It's a type of clothing, and I think it's any type of clothing. So let's try to figure out what type of clothing.
You said, teacher, even men and women can put it.
So we know that both men and women can wear it.
Yeah. You wear it, yes.
Is it underwear?
Is it a shoes?
What?
Shoes?
Is it
No.
underwear?
What?
Is it underwear?
Underwear? No.
Okay. We know like both men and women can wear it on bedroom.
No, not especially in the bedroom.
But you asked?
I meant when where we put the clothes in the bedroom.
Okay, so we keep them in the bedroom, but obviously we wear them outside of the bedroom.
But now we know that it's a clothes, a piece of clothes. We wear it in general every day.
Clothes is
It depends the style. Anyway.
Let's see. Do we wear them in the winter?
Towel.
Sorry?
Do we wear them in the winter?
In what?
In the winter.
In the winter.
When it's cold.
When it's cold, you know, the season. When it's very cold, like in Siberia.
Yes, that. In all seasons.
In all seasons.
Is it a towel?
What?
Towel.
A what?
A towel.
Towel. For bath.
Towel? No.
Maybe pajamas?
No, I told that before.
He wasn't there.
Sorry.
Is it something?
It has lots of colors.
Is it something you wear on your legs?
Yes.
Socks?
Socks?
No.
Slippers?
Pants?
What?
Pants?
A kind of.
Kind of.
A type of pants?
Yes.
It was jeans?
Yay!
Okay, good, Anastasia. Okay, just in time. That was somehow very difficult. I don't know how that was so difficult, but a lot of good questions. Unfortunately, we are out of time for today's class, but as always, feel free to message me if you have any doubts or questions. I'm here. Thank you all very much for coming and for participating. I hope to see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks